First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hill going to keep it on the option. And some space here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Good. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. An extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Good. Makes the score Browns 7, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He's across midfield.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
A 3-yard.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns' 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield, and it'll bring up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They go play action with Haskins. That's complete right around the 8. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run it with Ballage. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Out of the gun. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, Can they retaliate? I get the sense this was going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins, a left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Haskins. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Play action. Haskins escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it'll be third down.
Third down. And 12.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play fake. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Mayfield on play action. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Hill going to try and run with it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. T.J. Watt, always the disruptor, there to blow that play up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Run.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
1-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
26-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle.
And Owen coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Silver. Check three.
Mayfield looks to throw. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes...
There he goes, right side. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Haskins. This one into the hands of the running back, Melange. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Haskins going to tuck it and run. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jacob Phillips in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now Balaj. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Dancing to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
First down, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Browns 41, Steelers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his there's fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time, an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They go play action now. Haskins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Haskins going to throw again. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. Caught on the right side by Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run with Balaj. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Balaj. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Mike 51, blue down. 51,
Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Hey, tighten down.
Mayfield off the play fake. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 33 yards that time.
41-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Option play, and Hill will keep it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Vedvik now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Browns 62, Steelers 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Steeler first down.
gun. Haskins. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Pittsburgh.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Haskins. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pick up a 2. Brings up 2nd and
from the gun. Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2-yard line.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Bo Scarborough, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
62. Steelers 20. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 50.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Steps away. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people real.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is QT, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 47-yard line.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28-yard gain.
Off the play fake, here's Haskins.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Haskins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall.
It's a turnover on down.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw it this time. That is caught inside the 5. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way